Welcome to the channel, you petrol-sniffing fiends. Today we're talking about a brand that needs no introduction, a brand that makes grown men weep and teenage girls weak at the knees. That's right, we're diving headfirst into the world of Ferrari. Now, you might think you know Ferrari, but trust me, there's more to those prancing horses and roaring engines than meets the eye. We're going to peel back the layers of history, engineering, and Italian madness to uncover some of Ferrari's best-kept secrets. Buckle up, because this is going to be a bumpy ride. Every schoolboy with a poster on his wall thinks they know the Ferrari logo, a prancing horse rearing up full of Italian fire. But this isn't some marketing executive's fever dream. Oh no, this story begins with a fighter ace, Francesco Baracca, a man who practically had the sky rented out during the Great War. Painted on the side of his plane, this prancing horse was a symbol of courage, of daring, of never backing down from a fight. And let me tell you, that fighting spirit, it's baked into every single Ferrari ever made. Baracca's family, after the war, they met Enzo Ferrari. Now, whether it was a moment of pure inspiration or just some very strong Italian coffee, we'll never know. But Baracca's parents suggested Enzo use the prancing horse on his cars, and the rest, as they say, is history. So next time you see that logo, remember, it's not just a horse, it's a legacy, it's a promise. It's a symbol that this car is going to make you feel more alive than you ever thought possible. Deep in the heart of Italy, nestled amongst rolling hills and vineyards that probably produce some very nice wine, there lies a track. Not just any track, mind you. This is Fiorano, Ferrari's own personal playground. This is where they unleash their creations, pushing them to the limit, finding every ounce of speed, every bit of handling. Imagine, if you will, a symphony of screaming engines, the smell of hot tarmac and burnt rubber, all orchestrated by men in red overalls who treat these cars like their own children. It's a place where physics gets a good kicking and where lap times are measured in fractions of a second. They say a Ferrari isn't truly a Ferrari until it's been around Fiorano, and after seeing the way these cars dance through those corners, the way they devour the straights, well, let's just say I'm inclined to agree. There's a room in Maranello, untouched, preserved like a shrine. This was Enzo Ferrari's office, not some sterile modern glass and steel thing, mind you. This was an office from a different time. Wood paneling, leather chairs, a phone that looks like it could call the moon. You can practically feel the history in here. The decisions that were made, the deals that were struck, the arguments, the triumphs. It said that Enzo could tell if a car was good just by listening to it drive by. And you can bet that every now and then his ghost still wanders these halls, keeping an eye on things. Now, owning a Ferrari is one thing. It says you've got a healthy bank balance and a need for speed. But being part of the Ferrari Owners Club, well, that's a whole different ballgame. It's like being invited to the world's most exclusive garden party, except instead of cucumber sandwiches, they serve champagne and high-octane thrills. Imagine, if you will, exclusive track days where you can let your Ferrari sing, concours events where your car is treated like the work of art it is. And then there's the camaraderie, the shared passion for these magnificent machines. It's enough to make even a hardened cynic like me a little bit jealous. Ah, the Ferrari F40, a legend, an icon. A car that could melt glaciers with its sheer presence. But there's a dark rumor that follows this car around, a whisper that calls it the Widowmaker. Now, I'm not one to shy away from a bit of automotive danger, but this is just silly. The F40 wasn't some temperamental diva. It was a thoroughbred, a race car barely disguised for the road. Yes, it demanded respect. Yes, it would bite you if you were foolish enough to treat it lightly, but in the right hands, it was a symphony of power and precision. The F40 wasn't about driver aids and electronic nannies. It was about you, the car, and nothing but the road ahead. It was a raw, visceral experience, and that's what made it so special. So there you have it, a little glimpse behind the curtain of the prancing horse. We've explored the history, the engineering, and even a bit of the madness that makes Ferrari so special. But this is just the tip of the iceberg, my friends. There's a whole world of Ferrari out there just waiting to be discovered. If you enjoyed this little jaunt through Ferrari land, do me a favor and give this video a thumbs up. And if you're feeling particularly adventurous, why not subscribe to the channel? We've got plenty more automotive adventures in store. Until next time, keep your revs high and your spirits higher.